and fell down in a bit of pain, but he's back on his feet. That's nice bowling, very nice bowling, bit of extra bounce. Hassan Mahmood will have to work hard to get behind the line of the ball. He's staying a little bit leg side at the moment.
Well, if that's the case, if he's struggling, then surely Pakistan fielders would be looking at throwing everything at his end when they're trying to take a run. He's asking for two, but that's not going to happen because, yeah, clearly Das is struggling slightly with that niggle that he had in the muscle that he pulled for dehydration.
We're not quite sure whether it's cramp or something a little bit more serious. He's moving gingerly. He's been out there a long time. Of course, he kept. And he's got to keep again, so he's already done one innings. Being on his feet during that, and of course he's on 85 now, so he's been a long time out there in the middle. Maybe those legs are just starting to feel a bit weary. Looks around the field, standing just outside his crease.
Keeping department, I'm pretty sure even if he wants to rest it out, Mushfiqur Rahim can take the gloves. This is exactly what happened when he tried to pull one, got hold of it, but off balance, all the weight on that leg, and immediately he was down for the count. He was excruciating pain. He was on the ground for a while. Just conserving energy. It's 197 for 8.
Generative AI on AWS, companies are already transforming how they work, generating new ideas, and turning experiments into reality. AWS has innovative tools and services, so you can quickly build and scale generative AI with security built in. With generative AI on AWS, businesses push the boundaries of innovation.
Second to Bangladesh with that partnership between Liton Das and Mehdi Miraz.
We're going to have a look at the interception points here. Look at how well Liton Das has played the spinner. What you can tell from that is the varying points on the front and back foot. So nothing really in the middle, which means he's either gone right forward or right back. And that is any example for any kid watching or anyone wanting to understand spin. That's how you do it. You don't want to get caught in that no man's land where your feet don't move, you get done in the length, which a few of the Pakistan batsmen did. It shows how well he uses the creep, both forward and back. Gets right back onto his stumps, gives him a lot of depth and opportunity to hit the ball to the off or leg side. And you see those ones on the front foot where he's right forward, so that's a really good spread. That shows how proficient he's been against Abrah Ahmed in this innings.
Last ball, so can they stop Litan Das from taking a single? And push the fielders back for that single, which Das, of course, hasn't taken to bring Hassan on strike. It's got a short leg, still pretty much in the deep on the onside, so let's see how Das can pierce that. Yeah, he'll just walk it. Nice and easy. He'll keep strike, 198 for 8.
Talk. We need to talk. Quite unbearable. He doesn't care our ideas.
It's enough. One single solar panel. Seriously. Should be doing the whole neighborhood.
What if I never had to go to a charging station because I could just charge at home?
Oi! Already on it, mate. Don't worry yourself.
It's on us to make new energy work. Eon Next. Visit eonnext.com.
I suppose. Krishna. To do what? Sign my cap. She's not wearing a cap.
Here's a package against spin. Miraz and Das played. Watch how far forward they get. Really watchful on the front foot. Push right back. Right on their stumps. Just gives them so much time to read the delivery off the pitch. Therefore being able to maneuver it into gaps on the off and leg side. So very difficult for Abraham to bring about a false shot.
No one's asking to be hit. There's protection.
Just the way that they played spin in this first innings is going to be really questioned in the second innings. So look at the strike rate there. This is Litan Das this series, 38 runs versus spin, so a strike rate of 39, particularly severe against pace. It's been a really fantastic innings. It's sub 4 as the wicketkeeper batter. He seems to be able to time his innings really well. Came in and did a bit of pressure, but still well rotated to strike. Mehdi Hassan Miraz was the aggressor first part of that innings, but as time went on, Litan caught up pretty quickly. Used to have a real maturity about him that's grown over the years, become a really dependable force in the Bangladesh lineup. Look at that Bangladesh batting lineup. There's a lot of good players all the way down. Bat very, very deep. I'll be thinking about how many runs behind. They trail by 75. They'll get as close as they can. These runs are so important. Consider what that new ball can do. So closer they can get, they'll know they have a chance.
No ball signaled by the umpire. Front foot, no ball. Still no Muhammad Ali. So the workload increases on the two fast bowlers. Puram, who was in his 17th over, and then Mir Hamza. Hearing that he had injury in the shoulder, some pain in his shoulder. Went off before tea. There he is. End of another over. 200 up for Bangladesh. Two. This stage, if you notice, Litton Das is doing a very good job in controlling how he wants the game to go. In the previous over, he just, with his eye contact, told his partner, let's go for a single, and he easily got it. So, he's playing at least 4 balls in an over and leaving 2 for his partner. This he's thinking might be a boundary, but end up with 1 run. So now this is the opportunity for Abrar. He's got 4 deliveries and he's got Hassan in front of him. That's what they're discussing right now. Why the single? Really thought that he had the man beaten down and long on with that shot.
Solid as a rock. There hasn't been much panic, which is good. It does, bringing a sense of calm to the batting lineup, saying to us, you'll be fine, you'll be good. But quicker. He's bowled quite quick through the air, quite flat. There's some members of the commentary team, Amir Sahel, asking him to bowl wider and fuller of off stump, get the batsman playing outside instead of bowling so straight. That's an absolute beauty. But it's well played. The odd ball that's going to turn sharply. I remember facing Shane Warne for the first time in my career, and Andrew Strauss at the other end saying to me, play as if every ball goes straight. If he bowls you a big leg break that turns past your outside edge, well, so be it. It'll be a pretty good player to nick it. Good over from Abrar. 201 for 8.
Samir Hamza now takes the ball from Khurram Shahzad. He's bowled well, 2 for 45. Even that new ball in the first session, just almost unplayable. What a delivery that was that he bowled to Mushfiqur Rahim. A batter who scored 190 plus in that previous test match. It's bowled a beach of a delivery that probably would be unplayable to many top order batters in the world. run. There we go. Great facility for the fans. Scan the QR code at the Inverex Solar Energy mobile charging booth. Answer a simple question. You can win yourself prizes. You can charge your mobile phones also, or the tablets through Inverex Solar Energy while watching the game. It's been tough days. The heat has tested the bowlers especially. They've been bowling long hours out there. Muhammad Ali was no different. And his shoulder pain just took the better of him. Eventually he walked out to get himself treated. This was just before tea. Like out of the 6 dismissals in the first session today, I think Hamza's dismissal of Mushfiqur was the best delivery, wasn't it? This is one of the best ones.
Yeah, it was an absolute cracker to get out a player at the top of his game. Sublime form, 91, of course, in the first test match. Match-winning innings, and one of high class and high praise from everyone who watched it. So when he walked to the crease, you felt that his wicket was going to be a big one, and it was a particularly good delivery. We'll have a look at it. Again, as they saunter through for another single, Lytton Das goes to 90. Very happy to give Hassan Mahmood the strike.
There you go. That's the one. It's amazing. Any batter, any top order batter in the world would have trouble dealing with that. It's another thing that noticed every over's fourth delivery, Das is taking a single. Wonder the fielding captain hasn't noticed that. So he's running the proceedings at will. Again, 2 deliveries available to the fast bowler if he can make way through the defense of Hassan, who's looked good, by the way.
Yeah, you can keep doing it for some while, but after a while you start thinking we've got to do something different. At the moment, balls like that aren't really going to trouble Hassan Mahmood, who's he's looked calm, he's looked quite assured. He's been beaten a few times outside your stump, but he hasn't followed it, he hasn't looked flustered, which I think has been impressive. And it's, yes, the runs aren't coming in their abundance, but the longer they stay out there, the longer and more frustrated Pakistan will get. They'll be the opening batsman now. This is the period where you start thinking about your own innings. You're thinking, am I going to bat tonight? How many overs am I going to have? Leg slip. And again, defiant. A horrible sight for Pakistan. It's over. 202 for 8.
6 for 78, Khorram, 2 for 46, Hamza. The other 3 bowlers have gone wicketless, and Pakistan also bringing in news from the dressing room that Muhammad Ali will not be bowling, at least today. Just going back to what you were talking about, how Hassan has been dealing the bowling attack. I think the message is pretty clear to him. Anything that's coming within the stumps, you put back to that. Rest of it, just ignore it. And he's done well.
Yeah, it's a simple way of playing. Anything straight, you bring down that big barn door. If the ball leaves you or nips away or spins, well then, so be it. You have to be a good player to nick those deliveries. This one's hit hard and it's dropped. Brian Bra, who gets a single hand to it. It was a tough chance.
It was an attempt with a lot of reluctance because, yes, it was hit very, very hard. He went with it almost like a reflex, but he wasn't really hoping for it to stick into his hands. Have a look at that. That was smashed back at the bowler. There. See, he didn't really want to catch it. Smolak is trying to stop it. Also, when you talk about getting Hassan's wicket, which I guess Pakistan is aiming at, just get a feeling that Abrara has a better opportunity compared to the Pacers because Hassan is so programmed to his brain, he's not going to touch anything outside off stump. So with that turning ball, you've seen it's beaten the outside edge a couple of times. Maybe he can bring one the opposite direction.
Yeah. Having watched Abrar today, I've still got the feeling in my mind. I'm wondering how he's going to take a wicket because it's one thing just running up and bowling on the same spot, but you've got to work your batsman out. How's he going to work him out? Is he going to throw 3 or 4 outside the off stump and then slip in the slider? And I think today, if there's any criticism of him, I haven't been able to understand really how he's going to work out the players that he's bowled against. He hasn't bowled badly, he's bowled consistently. You haven't had that feeling that Hassan Mahmood has been up to the task. And the old adage of if it's on the stumps, play nice and straight has worked so far. As backward point comes into a second slip, so they've got 2 slips and 2 men just in front of the bat. Again, played confidently by the wide bat of Mahmood. It's not a sight that any of the Pakistan fielders or captain will want to see. They'll want Abrar to break through his defences. Again, plenty of time on the back foot. Another very comfortable over from Bangladesh, 203 for 8.
Trailed by 71. Pakistan looking to close the innings out. Just need a couple of wickets here. Sends him back again. They're allowing for the single, except for and wide-ish slip. Everyone, all fielders in the outfield allowing for Lytton Das to take that single. You either hit the boundary to get the run, or you'd have to plug it into the gap to push back for to also carrying a niggle. can't sprint up and down the surface either. See those fielders come in. The last, second last ball of the over, if Lytton Das is still there. Tries to manufacture something to move across his stumps. Again sends Hassan back.
Yeah, runs are important for Bangladesh, but spending time equally important, if not more important. Because Pakistan will be looking, as you rightly said, to pick up those last 2 wickets as quickly as possible and have a good lead. Because they would want to set this test match up in their favor. So it's important for also Bangladesh, especially Liton Kumar Das, because he's shielded Hassan Mahmood away from strike. Having said that, have a look at Hassan Mahmood, the number of deliveries that he has faced, 23. So if they batted time, they batted more than half an hour after tea.
Yeah, 23 deliveries. He's putting his hand up and say, I've got this little. But still, there's so many variables in the game, so much time still left in the game. Oh, big shot with the angle in. Has it done enough, or is it still straying down the line? Salman Ali Agha thinks it might be crashing into leg stump. The umpire, who matters, doesn't, and Shan has sent this upstairs.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. One field decision is not out. I have checked the feed. It's a fair delivery. Can we start with front round, please? Ball is close to the bat. Need to confirm to outright. Keep rolling. The flat line. Take it back one more time, please. Take it back. Now, go forward. Freeze it here. There is a spike and ball next to the bat, and there is no gap between bat and ball as well. Stay with your original decision. Coffee, stand by. You're on screen. Please signal.
Another brilliant decision on field from Michael Goff. The inside edge, as Ultra Edge confirmed. More deliveries now, Lytton Das will be looking to get down the other end so he can face up from the next over. There you go, there's a single. It leaves Hassan with one delivery.
What an important role Liton Kumar Das has played for Bangladesh. And don't forget the part that Medias and Virat played in that partnership. Never before it has happened in Test cricket. The side losing 6 wickets, 30 or less runs off the board. You had 150 plus for the 7-wicket partnership. Magnificent display of character, toughness, resilience. Once again, now turned off Hassan Mahmood, blocks it away. Go 4 for 8.